Alright, you guys, I have just got to go off on a little rant right now. It's like one of those moments where I feel like my head has been in a daze and a cloud and a fog lately, and you could call it the moon energy, you could call it hormones, you could call it ovulation or menstrual cycles or life. There are a lot of different things you could call it, but I know you know the feeling when you just feel like you're in a funk and a fog, and it's like the first time that in a while it feels like you just kind of get like a little peek through the clouds and you're like, oh wow, like I'm a human, here I am, I'm back. And I just had that first moment this morning, and I'm like pumping myself up, and I was like, why not pump everybody else up? Like, these are the moments that we must embrace. Like, turn on that music, pump up the jams, remind yourself that you're a woke-ass bitch, and it's okay to feel down, and it's normal to have to experience both ends of the spectrum, but you don't need to wallow in your shit. Stop wondering what the fuck is wrong with you. Stop thinking that nothing's ever gonna change. Stop dismally remembering that you have the tools and it's gonna happen and whatever. Maybe that's part of the cycle, is actually feeling like I have the tools, but I also feel really shitty, and just being in it, being in the bad stuff and the awful stuff and the nasty shit. Like, that's just part of life. And the more we show up when we do feel good and when things aren't bad or that bad, then the more we can train ourselves to help ourselves get out of that nasty, muddy-ass little pit when we fall into it. But when you are there, I can't stress it enough, we must remember that it's totally normal, and when we get out of it, I feel like we really need to celebrate ourselves. Like, heck yeah, you just went through some shit, and you came out of it, and you doing great. Like, how often is it that we start to feel better? Not only do we beat ourselves up the entire freaking time that we don't feel good or things aren't going well, and then as we start to get out of it, we just are bitching, you know? Like, I could go on and on about myself right now. Like, I feel like I never even used the word ratchet, but I feel like I look super haggard right now. Let me know if ratchet is appropriate. But yeah, I feel super haggard. Like, my bangs are long, my hair needs to be combed, I've got some blemishes on my forehead, my skin is dry as heck. Like, I don't know what my breath smells like, and I could just be going off on myself. I could easily just continue the downward spiral, but why the heck not just make myself feel better? Like, rock yourself. I turned on some music that makes me feel really good, and for me personally, it's like talking about working through my shadows and things like that. Like, I like spiritual-esque music that helps me remember that it's normal to work through some dark shit. But then again, there's also Kendrick Lamar, and he has that song I love myself, and he just goes on about how he's doing his own thing and he loves himself. So find the fuck what works for you, turn it on, turn it up, get in your head that you are normal, you are a human being human, and we have these waves and we have these cycles, and whenever you have the opportunity to come back and remember that you are a boss-ass bitch living life and doing the best that you can, then do it and celebrate yourself, okay? Because these moments are so freaking important. Now it's dance party time. Let's go.